Hi students, next we have to discuss angle of deviation in between the two plane mirrors. Angle of deviation in between the two plane mirrors. So in previous class we already discussed angle of deviation in single mirror. So next we have to discuss angle of deviation in two plane mirrors. So next one, angle of deviation in between the two plane mirrors. In between the two plane mirrors. So in previous class we already discussed angle of deviation of the single mirror. So in this class we will discuss angle of deviation in between the two plane mirrors. So in that one, we have to discuss one example, assumptions. So example or next the condition. So two plane mirrors are placed at an angle theta. Two plane mirrors are placed at an angle theta. In between them if a ray of light incident at certain angle then the angle of deviation produced by the mirrors here. So in between the two plane mirrors, the theta is acute or obtuse. ORR. Theta is acute, ORR obtuse. So already we know that acute, obtuse in mathematics. So what is the meaning of acute? The in between the angle theta is less than 90 degrees. And what is the meaning of obtuse? The angle theta is above 90 degrees. You can say that obtuse. So either acute or obtuse. So in between the two plane mirrors, the angle theta is there. So in a path of light coming from various direction incident on a two plane mirrors, then find the angle of deviation. So this is the one assumption of the. So then find the angle of deviation between the two plane mirrors. Solution. So let us consider two plane mirrors. So first of all, in the previous class, what we discussed in previous class. So this is the one mirror, sir. So when a part of light coming from various direction incident on a plane mirror, so it will be reflected. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray, the imaginary line which is passing through the point of the incidence. So here incident ray, reflected ray, normal line lies in the same plane. Means this is the one assumption. This is the one plane and this is another plane. So here we can imagine that this is the line. So incident ray, reflected ray, normal line lies in the same plane. That is the first law of reflection. And what is the second law of reflection? Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. Angle of incidence is always equal to angle of reflection. That is the second law of reflections. And so in that condition, incident ray, reflected ray, so forms either side of the normal line, either side of the normal line. So in this way, what is the angle of deviation? So deviation D is equal to 180 minus 2i. Deviation D is equal to 180 minus 2i. That is the single plane mirror. But here they given the condition is two plane mirrors. Here they given the condition is two plane mirrors. So that is the, let us consider two plane mirrors. So here, so this is the assumption. So mirror, so M2 and this is the M1. This is the M1 and this is the M2 mirror. The theta is the angle between the two plane mirrors, or two plane mirrors are inclined to each other. Inclined ante ila angle formation ayundi. Inclined. So inclined to each other or in between the two plane mirrors, the theta is. Here theta is acute. The theta is acute because of less than 90 degrees. The theta is acute. Or what is obtuse? Obtuse means like this. So this is the one plane mirror M1. This is another plane mirror M2. So angle between them is theta. Here the theta is obtuse. The theta is obtuse. So we can select acute angle or obtuse angle. So we will easily find out that the angle of deviation in between the two plane mirrors. So in between the two plane mirrors. In between the two plane mirrors. So let us consider. So we can take any one. So we can consider acute angle in between the two plane mirrors, acute. So this is the mirror, one mirror, this is another mirror. So in between the two mirrors, the angle between them, the theta is acute. So this is the M1 and this is the M2. So here, so according to assumptions, so when a source of light is there, so from the source of light, when a part of light coming from the source of light incident on a mirror M1, where the point of incidence, so striking down the mirror M1, so we can draw the imaginary line that is the perpendicular to the surface, that is we can call it as normal line. This is the first plane mirror, first incident ray, first normal line. Single mirror, single incident ray, single normal line. So this is the angle of incidence I1 because of first mirror no I1. So after incident, the light ray will be reflected. And again incident on mirror M2. And now we can draw another imaginary line, that is the normal line N2. This is N1 and this is the N2. And this is the incident I1. So this is the second incidence I2. So listen carefully. First incident I1, second incident I2. So here I1 is the incident. So what is that glancing angle? So now we can say that angle of incidence plus glancing angle is equal to 90 degrees. Already we know that, and we discussed in previous classes. So that is IG is equal to glancing angle. IG is equal to 90 minus angle of incidence. In the place of angle of incidence, we can directly write I. So IG is equal to 90 minus I. So here what? 90 minus I1, because of I1 no, 90 minus I1. So this one is also same glancing angle. So 90 minus I1. So because of the glancing angle of incidence, glancing angle of reflection is also equal. That is the 90 minus I1. 90 minus I1. This is the theta. Already we know that. This is the I2. What about this one? 90 minus I2. What about this one? 90 minus I2. So this is general assumption. Two plane mirrors, angle between them is theta. That is theta is acute angle. So from the source of light, when a part of light coming from various direction, incident on a mirror M1 and again incident on a mirror M2 and finally reflecting. So here, so now we have to find out first of all, so what is the angle theta? So this is the A. Now we can imagine A and B and C and A and B C. So now from triangle ABC, we can write so we can write so angle A plus angle B plus angle C, angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. So according to triangular properties or mathematics assumptions, so angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equals to 180 degrees. So here, so angle A means how much? Theta. Angle B means how much? 90 minus I1. Angle C means 90 minus I2 is equals to 180 degrees. So here then theta plus here 90 plus 90 how much? Plus 180. Okay ma, so listen carefully. What about remaining? So minus I1 and minus I2 is equals to 180 degrees. And next one, so theta plus 180 degrees minus common here in the two values, minus common. So what we have to write? I1 plus I2 is equals to 180 degrees. I1 plus I2 is equals to 180 degrees. I1 plus I2 is equals to 180 degrees. So theta plus 180 degrees minus I1 plus I2 is already there. So I1 plus I2 is equal to 180 degrees. So now we want to find out theta value. Plus 180 transfer to this side. Plus 180 transfer to this side. So theta minus I1 plus I2 is equals to plus 180. Here plus 180 transfer to right side, that will get minus. So 180 minus 180. So final step, theta minus I1 plus I2 is equals to 180 minus 180 how much ma? 0. 180 minus 180 0. So here, so theta minus I1 plus I2 transfer to this side, minus will become positive, plus. So that is theta is equals to I1 plus I2. Theta is equals to I1 plus I2. That is the condition 1 or equation number 1 or theta is equal to I1 plus I2. That is the one condition. Theta is equals to I1 plus I2. And next one we have to find out angle of deviation. So this is the incident I1, this is the mirror M1. So what is the deviation? Here deviation formula, deviation D1 is equal to, first deviation D1 is equal to 180 minus 2I1. Because of what is the deviation formula? We know that. What is the deviation formula ma? D is equals to 180 minus 2I in single mirror. D is equals to 180 minus 2I in single mirror deviation formula. Here two incidents is there, two mirrors is there, so two reflections is there. That's why we can writing the first deviation D1 is equals to 180 minus 2I. Deviation is equals to 180 minus 2I. And the second one, deviation D2 is equals to 180 minus 2I2. 180 minus 2I2. Deviation D2 is equals to 180 minus 2I2. And next one, we have to find out net deviation. Sir, how to find net deviation? So now we have to find out. Now we have to find out net deviation. Now we have to find out net deviations. So we have to find out net deviation. So remembering, so two important points. So for example, this is the one clock, 12, 3, 6, 9. So generally the clock moving in, generally the ants moving in clockwise directions like this. This is the clockwise imagination, clockwise. So in reverse order, what we can call it as anti-clockwise. This is the clockwise assumption, CW. This is the anti-clockwise assumption, ACW. So whenever, so this is the light ray imagination, this one light ray ila anukunnar anukondi, light ray imagination ila. So light ray imagination, this is the clockwise imagination, and this one is anti-clockwise imagination. సో యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్ లైక్ దిస్ ఆర్ హియర్. సో ఇలా అండి. సో ఇలా వస్తేనేమో క్లాక్ వైజ్, ఇలా కనుక వచ్చింది అనుకోండి యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్. లిజన్ కేర్ఫుల్. సో నౌ యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఫైండ్ అవుట్ నెట్ డీవియేషన్. Now you have to find out net deviation. So for example, D1 is clockwise, D2 is also clockwise. What we have to do? The net deviation is add. That means D net is equals to D1 plus D2. Net deviation is equal to D1 plus D2. For example, D1 deviation is equal to anti-clockwise, D2 is equal to anti-clockwise. Sir, how sir, we can, based on the assumption, we can use that assumption. So clockwise or anti-clockwise. Sir, how clockwise, anti-clockwise means? So here the first light ray incident like this means what is that? Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Like this. What is that? Anti-clockwise. And reverse లో వెళ్తుందండి, ఇలా వెళ్తుంది యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్. నెక్స్ట్ వన్ ఇలా లైట్ రే ఇన్సిడెంట్ అయ్యి మళ్ళీ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది, సేమ్ ఇలా వెళ్ళిపోతుంది. అంటే వాట్ వీ కాల్ ఇట్ యాజ్ ఇలా వెళ్తుంది అంటే యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్. అంటే ఇలా ఉంటేనే యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్ అండి. లేదంటే లైట్ రే ఇలా వెళ్ళిపోయింది అనుకోండి, అప్పుడు మనం క్లాక్ వైజ్ తీసుకుంటాం. సో బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద డయాగ్రామ్, బేస్డ్ ఆన్ ద ఇన్సిడెంట్ రే రిఫ్లెక్షన్స్, we will take clockwise or anti-clockwise. So based on the clockwise or anti-clockwise, we will find out its deviation. So in case of deviation, D1 is equal to clockwise, D2 is equal to clockwise, D net is equal to D1 plus D2. So D1 is equal to anti-clockwise, D2 is equal to anti-clockwise, D net is equals to D1 plus D2. And simply we can say that same assumption. So D1 clockwise, D2 clockwise, add. D1 anti-clockwise, D2 anti-clockwise, add. But so D1 clockwise, D2 anti-clockwise. D1 clockwise, D2 anti-clockwise. What is the net deviation? D net is equal to D1 minus D2. D1 minus D2. So how we can write, sir, D1 minus D2? So which value is bigger? We can take that one. So that means D1 greater than D2. D1 greater than D2. So that is we can take D1 greater than, or D2 greater than D2, we can write D2 minus D1. So the final answer will take so which one is greater, that we can take final answer. For example, so D1 is equals to example. So D1 is equals to 120 degrees clockwise. So D2 is equal, we will getting 30 degrees anti-clockwise. What is the net deviation? D net is equals to D1 minus D2. That means 120 minus 30. That will getting how much more? 90 degrees. What is the 90 degrees in next answer? Which one is greater? D1 or greater or D2 greater? D1 greater means clockwise. That's why we are writing clockwise. That is the answer, clockwise. So based on the clockwise and anti-clockwise, we can find out net deviation. Based on the clockwise and anti-clockwise, we will find out net deviations. So here, so in the previous problem, so what is the problem? Whenever two plane mirrors, in between them the theta is acute angle, when a part of light coming from various direction incident on a mirror M1 and then reflected, and again incident on a mirror M2 and finally reflected. So this is I1. So what is the glancing? 90 minus I1. This one is also same assumption. So 90 minus I1. This is the theta. This is the I2. So this one is 90 minus I2. So from this we can use the basic mathematics. This is the A and B and C. So triangle ABC, we can write angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So angle A, already we know that theta plus 90 minus I1 plus 90 minus I2. From this one we find out theta is equal to I1 plus I2. So next one, the first mirror, first incident, first deviation 180 minus 2I1. Second mirror, second incident, second deviation 180 minus 2I2. So next we have to find out net deviation. So we have to find out net deviation by using that of clockwise anti-clockwise rules. Clockwise and anti-clockwise rules. So simple assumption. This is the 2, 12, 3, 6, 9. So the light ray will be like this. What we can take as clockwise. The light ray will be లైక్ దిస్, వాట్ వి టేకెన్ యాజ్ యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్. సింపుల్ అజంప్షన్. ఇలా వెళ్తుందో చూసుకోవాలండి, ఇలా పడుతుందా, సో ఇలా పడుతుందో చూసుకొని చెక్ చేసుకోవాల్సి ఉంటుంది. సో నెట్ డీవియేషన్ సేమ్ అజంప్షన్ అనుకోండి, అంటే సేమ్ క్లాక్ వైజ్ వీ కెన్ యాడ్, సేమ్ యాంటీ క్లాక్ వైజ్ యాడ్, బట్ one clockwise, another one is anti-clockwise. What we can do? Subtracting. So finally we will write. So which one is greater? That one we should write. Okay, ma. So continue the problem. So what we getting? So d1 is equals to 180 minus 2i. So d1 is equals to 180 minus 2i1. So d2 is equals to 180 minus 2i2. So from this diagram already we can discuss, already we discussed, ma. So this is a mirror M1, this is the mirror M2. When a part of light coming from various direction incident on a mirror M1, so this is the normal line, first normal line, and then again incident, and finally reflected. This is the normal line M2. So imaginary lines, you can write dots. This is I1. What about this one? 90 minus I1. This is also same, 90 minus I1. So this is the I2. What about this one? 90 minus I2. This is the theta. So we can imagine that this is the first incident ray, first incident ray. How it like this? So how it like this? This directions. So what is this direction? Anti-clockwise. So anti-clockwise, like ila eltundi, anti-clockwise. Second one, second reflection, like this. Second reflection ఎలా ఉంటుందంటే సేమ్ anti-clockwise. So both are anti-clockwise. So we'll find net deviation. D net is equals to d1 plus d2. That is d net is equals to 180 minus 2i1 plus 180 minus 2i2. So d net is equals to 180 how much, ma? 360 degrees minus, here 2 will be common, so I1 plus I2. Next one, how much, ma? 360 minus 2 will be common, 2 into I1 minus into plus minus 2 into I2, 2I2. So next one, D net is equals to, so 360 minus 2 into I1 plus I2 means what we can write? Theta. I1 plus I2 means what we can write? Theta. Already discussed in starting. So D net is equal to, what is the formula? 360 minus 2 theta. So this is the final net deviation. So here we can write phi is equals to 180 degrees. So phi is equals to 180 degrees. So 2 phi is equal to how much, ma? 360 degrees. Phi is equal to 180 degrees. 2 phi is equal to how much? 360 degrees. So from this, so net deviation is equal to, what we can write? 2 phi minus 2 theta. 2 phi minus 2 theta. Here theta is acute or obtuse. Here theta is acute or obtuse. This is the net deviation of the two plane mirrors inclined to each other. So either theta is acute or obtuse. Next problem, example problem based on the above concept. Problem. So a ray of light after successive reflections, a ray of light after successive reflection successive reflections from two plane mirrors from two plane mirrors deviates totally through an angle 200 degrees. So what is the angle between the mirrors? 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 Solution. So first of all, so children, all of you listen here. So first of all, in physics, read the question first of all, understand the question first of all, read the question first of all, understand the question first of all, and use formula and use basic mathematics and finally you will get answers. The 5 process is there. Read the question, number 1, understand the question, number 2, use formula, number 3, use basic mathematics, number 4, get the answer, number 5. That is the 5 steps. So first of all, read the question. A ray of light after successive reflections, successive ante రెండు తీసుకోవచ్చు మన జనరల్గా రెండు అని తీసుకోవచ్చు. సో యూ కెన్ టేక్ 2 successive reflections from 2 plane mirrors. అంటే 2 plane mirrors లో 2 reflections పాసిబుల్ అవుతాయి, అంటే ఇంకెక్కువ కూడా పాసిబుల్ అవుతాయి, బట్ ఇక్కడ సక్సెసివ్ అంటున్నాడు కాబట్టి మనం 2 తీసుకోవడానికి ఛాన్సెస్ ఉన్నాయి. సో successive reflections from 2 plane mirrors, so total deviation, the given total deviation is 200 degrees. Total deviation is 200 degrees. Then what is the angle between the mirrors? What is the angle between the mirrors? So they given deviates totally means total deviation d net is equal to, so they given 200 degrees. What is the net deviation formula in the previous problem, the previous example discussed? So net deviation is equals to 360 minus 2 theta, 360 minus 2 theta, 360 minus 2 theta. Net deviation is equal to 360 minus 2 theta. 360 minus 2 theta is the formula. 360 minus 2 theta is the formula. So they given the question, they given that in that question, given that what they given, net deviation is 200 degrees. So 200 degrees is equals to 360 degrees minus 2 theta. 360 degrees minus 2 theta. So minus 2 theta transferred to this side, the minus will become positive. So plus 200 transferred to right side, the plus becomes minus. So 2 theta is equals to 360 minus 200. 2 theta is equal to 360 minus 200. So next one, so 2 theta is equals to 360 minus 200, how much ma? 160. So 160. Next one, theta is equals to 160 by 2. Theta is equals to 160 by 2. That means 2 ones are 2 80s are. The theta is equal to how much? 80 degrees. The theta is equal to how much? 80 degrees. So what is the angle between the 2 plane mirrors? 80 degrees. What is the angle between the 2 plane mirrors? Is 80 degrees. So next problem, next example, next examples. So for what angle between the 2 plane mirrors? For what angle between the 2 plane mirrors? For what angle? For what angle between the 2 plane mirrors? For what angle between the 2 plane mirrors? For what angle? For what angle between the 2 plane mirrors? A light ray after reflection once from each of the mirror once from each of the mirrors becomes parallel, this is the symbol, parallel to the incident ray direction. incident ray direction, incident ray direction, incident ray direction. For what angle between the two plane mirrors a light ray after reflection once from each of the mirrors becomes parallel to the incident ray direction, parallel to the incident ray direction. So first of all read the question ma. For what angle between the two plane mirrors a light ray after reflection once from each of the mirrors becomes parallel to the incident ray direction. సో ఎంత యాంగిల్తో కనుక టూ ప్లేన్ మిర్రర్స్ని కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేస్తే ఇన్సిడెంట్ రేకి సో మళ్ళీ టూ ప్లేన్ మిర్రర్స్ వెళ్ళిపోతుంది కదండి, మళ్ళీ రిఫ్లెక్టర్ రే ఉంటుంది కదండి, అది ప్యారలల్గా ఉండాలంటున్నాడు కండిషన్. అంటే ఇన్సిడెంట్ రే రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రే ఎలా ఉండాలి, ప్యారలల్గా ఉండాలి కండిషన్. అలా ప్యారలల్ కనుక ఉండాలంటే ఎంత యాంగిల్తో మరి కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేయాల్సి ఉంటుంది టూ ప్లేన్ మిర్రర్స్. సో let us assume that let us assumption. So this is the two plane mirrors, sir. This is two plane mirrors M1 and M2. The angle between them is theta. Okay sir, clear. So when a part of light coming from various direction, incident on a mirror M1, that is the I1. So we already know that. What about glancing? 90 minus I1. So this is the normal line, first normal line N1. So after incident the light ray will be reflected and again incident on mirror M2, and this is the normal line. The normal line is always drawing perpendicular to the surface, perpendicular. This is the perpendicular. Sorry, this one perpendicular to the surface. This is I2. So what about glancing here? So there I 90 minus I1, here also 90 minus I1. Glancing also same, no? So I2, what about this one? 90 minus I2. So finally reflected and parallel to the incident ray direction. So this is the incident ray, this is the reflected ray. This is incident ray, this is the reflected ray. So incident ray and this is the reflected ray. So both are parallel to each other. So this is the incident ray. For what angle between the two plane mirrors? This is the two plane mirrors is making an angle theta. Incident ray, reflected ray parallel to each other. What angle between the two plane mirrors? So ఎంత యాంగిల్ తో గనక టూ ప్లేన్ మిర్రర్స్ కన్స్ట్రక్ట్ చేస్తే ఇన్సిడెంట్ రే రిఫ్లెక్టెడ్ రే ప్యారలల్గా ఉంటాయి అనేది క్వశ్చన్ అజంప్షన్. సో జనరల్ డయాగ్రామ్, దిస్ ఇస్ ద జనరల్ డయాగ్రామ్. సో దిస్ ఇస్ ద జనరల్ డయాగ్రామ్. సో generally what we know that this is the one incident ray and this one, so same anti-clockwise. So this one also same anti-clockwise. So both are in anti-clockwise. The first deviation d1 is equals to 180 minus 2i1. The second deviation d2 is equals to 180 minus 2i2. So d net is equals to d1 plus d2 because of both are anti-clockwise direction. So d net is equal to, so we will write 360 minus 2 theta. So already we discussed in previous examples. D net is equal to 360 minus 2 theta. So here we can remembering. So plane mirror condition. This is the plane mirror. One note. So when a light ray, this is the normal line, imaginary line n. When a source of light is placed along the normal line, incident normally, and what will happening? So after reflection, same retraces its path. So retraces its path means మళ్ళీ ఎలా అయితే లైట్ రే ఇన్సిడెంట్ అయిందో అలానే వెళ్ళిపోతుందండి. సో retraces అంటే వెనుదిరగడం. So retraces its path. So this is the incident ray, and after reflection it will passing through the same along the directions. That means retraces its path. So here incident ray, reflected ray parallel to each other. Incident ray, reflected ray parallel to each other. So what is the angle of incidence here? 0. What is the deviation here? What is the deviation, ma? What is the deviation here? What is the formula? Deviation formula. D is equals to 180 minus 2i. So D is equals to 180 minus 2 into 0 because of there is no incident angle and reflection angle. So what is the deviation here? 180 degrees. What is the deviation? 180 degrees. What is the deviation? 180 degrees. So once remembering that plane mirrors condition, so here also plane mirrors. So the incident ray and reflected ray parallel to each other. What is the net deviation assumption? 180 degrees. So now we can take net deviation 180 degrees because of incident ray, reflected ray. So parallel to each other. That's why we can take net deviation 180 degrees is equals to 360 minus 2 theta. 2 theta transferred to this side. So 2 theta is equals to 360 minus 180 transferred to this side, that will get minus. So 180. So 2 theta is equals to 360 minus 180. And next one, 2 theta is equals to so 180 degrees because of 360 minus 180. So theta is equals to how much? 180 by 2. So 2 ones are 2 90s are. Theta is equal to how much, ma? Theta is equals to 90 degrees. So our diagram is wrong assumption. The right diagram is like this. This is the plane mirror M1. This is the mirror M1. This is the mirror M2. When a part of light coming from various direction, incident and then reflection and finally goes away. Here the incident ray and reflected ray, parallel to each other. The first incident I1, the 90 minus I1. Here also 90 minus I1. This is the theta angle between them. Normal line. This is the I2. This one 90 minus I2. Same assumption, 90 minus I2. So this is the diagram. So whenever the incident ray and final reflected ray is parallel to each other, what is the angle between the two plane mirrors? 90 degrees. So now we construct the two plane mirrors 90 degrees to each other. The incident ray and reflected ray is parallel to each other. Okay, ma? Next class we will discuss complete problems of angle of deviations and net angle of deviations.